So the iPhone X, this phone has been out for about 4 years, 4.5 years, heading into 5 years, and I would say it's a pretty nice phone. Even back then when it came out, and even today, it's still a nice phone because how would I put it? Back in 2017, it set a new standard for Apple phones moving forward, and I think it completely changed the way Apple's phone were imagined and iPhones were imagined and the way they were created. So I'm just gonna skip all of the history and everything because we all know the date and the year it was released. So I'm just gonna get down into the specs and if I think it's still a usable phone for the year 2022. So right now the iPhone X, when it came out, it was $999, but now you can get one for as low as $400 or even $300 and something dollars. You should be able to get one of our iPhone X, and even I would say the camera system, even by today's standards, is still very pretty nice phone. The A11 chip, even though it's 5 years old, it's still a badass chip, still dominates most of these mid-range chips that are out here today. And in terms of video quality, the iPhone is still better than most phones that came out today. I tested out 4 different camera modes, which are the 4K 60 fps, 4K 30 fps, 1080p 60 fps, and 1080p 30 fps, and everything was quite clear, sharp, and crisp. So I'm gonna put up how would I put it, a comparison between both modes, like the 4K 60 fps, 1080p 60 fps, so you can just see if you can really differentiate between the three. But I'm sure any normal person that's just using the iPhone X for daily needs, for just like commuting and just using the iPhone X as the daily driver, won't really notice the difference between its video qualities. For content creators which actually use this kind of quality, can actually differentiate people like me. So next thing which will be like one of the main things that if it can still keep up to this year's the battery life. And I gotta say, in terms of battery life, the iPhone X can't keep up with the 2022 line of smartphones that have been coming out, because we have phones that are eating 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. Even its successor, the iPhone 13 Pro Max, can get up to 10 hours. So buying an iPhone X in 2022 can be really, it depends on your price, your budget, and if you're not really one of a big spender that wants to go out and get big phones. If you're just someone who just needs a phone to use it to make phone calls, just to make meetings, and just to talk with people and just interact, the iPhone X is a very good and nice phone for you. And I will even say, by today's standards, the design of the iPhone X is quite nice and quite similar, because when it came out, we saw a lot of phones copying the same design as the iPhone X. Even Samsung, who made fun of Apple because of the notch, they made a lot of commercials. They were making fun of the notch. Samsung included a notch in that tablet SA that came out this year, and I think even though the notch is already getting outdated by today, I would say it's still quite nice because it houses the Face ID and everything that makes Apple. And I'll say, what else can I say? And the only cons I can say about the iPhone X by today's standards is just the battery. That's the thing, because in terms of battery life, I was getting about 3 hours to 5 hours daily. I won't say 5 hours, but like 3 hours on heavy usage and 5 hours on just me just dropping the phone and picking it up, which I would say is quite nice. Meanwhile, I've tested other phones, even on heavy usage, I could get 8 hours, 9 hours of straight on battery life, which was quite nice, and I love that. But the only thing that bad I can say about the iPhone X by today's standards is just the battery, and everything else is just quite beautiful, with the design flawless, the screen nice, the camera system good. Apple really made this phone a solid phone. And that's probably the end of today's video. I'll also be making more videos like this, more tech videos. So if you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And so see you in the next video. Ciao ciao.